Hi, everybody. Karen Roby and Adrian Kingsley Hughes here for ZDNet, talking today about LastPass as a password manager, of course, making some changes and ruffling some feathers, Adrian.
Yeah, I mean, once you give somebody something for free and you start to take it away or change it, people get a bit upset. Beforehand, what people have had is this situation where you could have a free LastPass account and access it across all your devices. And there was a premium version, cost $36 a year. I've been using that for a long time. Added some features like two-factor authentication and so on, which some people use, some people didn't. I found it quite useful. So basically, the thing was that the free account was great for most people, but changes are coming, and it's a weird change. It's sort of like they've looked at the usage scenarios of it and made a change that is pretty obnoxious, to be honest. Basically, people will have to decide, do they want to look at their stuff on mobile devices or on a computer? And you can change 3 times, and then afterwards, that's it. You got to pay if you want to change, if you want to have your stuff synced across all your devices. And while I think that will work for a lot of people who are mobile only, and there are quite a lot of people who are mobile only, people who still use computers, yeah, they're upset about it. They're like, I don't want to pay $36 for this. As I say, I've been paying premium account for quite a few years. I've never really had much of a problem with it. It's always been one of those services I've kind of recommended. But people have been saying, what are my alternatives? So I've been having a good look around at the alternatives, and I think I actually, it was a reader suggestion to look at something called Bitwarden, which offers a fantastic free account. The software's open source. It's got loads of platforms that it works with, and the premium version is only $10 a year. So it's like, wow, it's pretty good. So there are a lot of alternatives out there for people. There aren't that many other ones in that free category that give you everything. Everybody seems to want to upsell a lot of stuff. We live in a world where everything's expensive anyway, and we have to pay for stuff. But yeah, there are alternatives. Bitwarden certainly is becoming one of my favorite options to look at, actually, even though I'm not thinking about switching. But also people who use iPhones and Apple stuff, they got iCloud passwords. That's a pretty good system. If you've never venturing out of the Mac iPhone ecosystem, that's pretty cool. Google passwords are also great if you're in the Google ecosystem. I store quite a lot of my passwords for convenience there, especially when I'm setting up new phones like Android phones and stuff like that. I find that quite useful. So there's a lot of options out there. And the final question people always ask is, how easy is it to get my data out of LastPass? And so today I went through that and highlighted how to do that. But I've heard in the past of people swapping their password managers and getting into a bad mess where they lose their passwords. I mean, I just looked at mine. I've got 400 odd passwords in there. I wouldn't want to lose those. That's a lot of resetting. That's a lot of stuff to have to do. So you can do it. You can export your file and re-import it into other stuff. It's hard to know what the re-importing part is because it depends on what people are going to be using. I don't think it's made as easy as it could be. You know, you just end up with a big web page full of your passwords on LastPass, which is a bit weird, but it does work. People can move their data out, but it is one of those things I would say you need a day when you've got coffee and you're switched on and you don't have anything else that's on your mind until you've done it. And the other thing is that you don't want your passwords lying around on your computer in some kind of text file or CSV file where anybody could grab them. So I would say that if somebody thinks you're making this swap, go have a look around what's out there, try it out. Once you found something that you like, try and make that transition, see what it works before you bin your LastPass account, because that's one way. And no point crying, no point screaming about that. Once it's gone, that data is gone. So I would say take it slow, take it easy. Consider whether that hassle is worth $36. I mean, as much as I like the look of Bitwarden right now, I'm definitely playing with it. Will I want to make that swap? Oh, I don't know.
So. Yeah, that's right. Take care. Good advice, Adrian. But at the end of the day, these companies, they want to make money too. So no surprise, really.
Absolutely, and LastPass is owned by LogMeIn, and that's been it. Sort of the whole company changed hands in 2019 again. LogMeIn had a track record of playing with subscription plans in a way that irritated people. And I remember I remember people talking about the alternatives to LogMeIn. So you mean we're in that position, like full circle. That was probably back in 2015. So yeah, it happens, but at the end of the day, everything is moving into this subscription model. Everything has got its hand in your pocket. When I look at things like the Google offering, Google's free, but there's all these ideas about how much data does Google capture about you. And definitely if you're using iCloud passwords, the entry into the Apple club is not free. And it's not $36 a year either. That's an expensive bar that you're jumping over, even though the services are free afterwards. It's not free. So everybody needs to make money. Is $36 a lot? For some people, it will be, and I understand that. But if you're using it from a business perspective, it really isn't. If you value data and you don't want to lose stuff, I definitely would say $36 a year is not bad. You can get a better deal, but be careful, because if it goes bad, it goes really bad. And I have heard from people in the past where their passive managers have gone bad on them doing swaps. And yeah, so take care.
Yep, definitely not a good situation to find yourself in. So take care for sure. Adrian, thanks so much for that. And for much more on LastPass, password managers in general, what you need to know, make sure you check out ZDNet.